Welcome, and now we will be starting with going into the theme thinking about relationships, and the three topics that we will be looking at is values and ethics, it's sex, and it's about power. And I hope that these videos will be starting points for your own reflections. So let's look at values and ethics. So if you take a look at your values, like one of mine is that I believe that more people can love each other and be in good relationships. So I'm looking at that value from a point of view of 100 years after my birth, and I wish that it should be easier for the children of my children and the young people and those people, regardless of who they're attracted to, what color they have, if they're, that it should be easy for them to say, hey, I choose to love more people, or if so it is, I choose to love one person. Or if they should choose that, it should also be equally easy to say, well, I choose not to love anybody or to have sex with anybody. So one way of looking at this idea that I believe that more people can love each other and have relationships with each other, and that it can be good. How do I look at that 20 years into the future? Well, I will be 70 years old. I hope that I will be surrounded by good relationships, and I hope that my children will have good relationships, whether they are with one person, with more person, or if they should choose, no, I don't want to have any relationships. So in 10 years into the future, I'll be 60 years. So what am I doing to help the world be a more loving place? And also, how do I help to make my world more loving? So we go 3 to 5 years into the future, and it's closer. I hope that in 3 to 5 years into the future, more people will maybe have seen this video I made, and they will have thought about it, and they will have given some answers to what is important to them. And the same thing, if I look at 1 year into the future, I hope that what I'm making now is useful for making this planet a more loving place to be, and also making my own life a place with more love. So what am I doing this month? This month I am still about to make some more videos, and where I'm going through the themes of polyamory, or seeing love and relationship from that point of view. And this week I'm making this edition about values and ethics, about sex and about power. And today I'm filming it. So and right now I am trying to look at what is it about values and power that's important to talk about. So if I have a value, like I think let's say one of the values or guidelines for relationship that I have is that I think I don't want to be in relationships where people have to lie. So I make my decision that I don't want to lie about my relationships. So this is being open about it. And also, if I have, so this is looking at the great value and looking what am I doing today. So if I want the earth to be a better place to live in ecological terms, I could say that, well, one of my beliefs is that there should be less private cars, there should be less plastic bags, there should be, well, I can make all this list, and then I look, okay, less plastic bags, that means next time I'm going shopping, I'm bringing my personal net instead of taking the plastic bag. So try to making your values into daily actions is a good thing to do, or at least it makes sense for me. So one thing I'd like to ask you is, what is love for you? And what is sex? And I'd like you to take a look at your sexuality as a sort of economy. So if you just do a thought experiment and you say, what if I look at my sex as my money? So how do I spend it? Do I save it for a rainy day? Do I give it away? Do I share it with a whole lot of people? Or do I just give it to one? Where does money come in? And is there interest on this? So again, this is a little way of playing and looking at things and turning them a bit upside down. And if you go one step further, if you're looking at love as a currency, so how do you love people? How do you give love away? How do you receive love? If you were to pay with love when you were taking the bus, how would you pay with love to the conductor? Is it saying something nice to him? Giving him a hug or her? Or when you go eating in a restaurant and you are to pay your bill with love, how do you pay it? Or having your car repaired, if you have a car in the future. I'm not particularly happy with the private cars. I think that they're taking too much space. But anyway, if you were to pay for the repair on your car or for gasoline with love, how would you do it? Just look at your daily life and see how that can change. And if you look at money as something that is that we're using instead of sex and love, how is a society spending it? I mean, if we think of money as the equivalent to sex or love, what's happening when we're paying for something? What's happening when we're receiving something? So, this is just an invitation to turn things a little bit upside down and look at them from another point of view. And next topic we are going to look at in the coming week is sex.